know you want to do your own thing. I know you want to do your own thing. I'm smoking on strong, babe. All of my money like Robert De Niro. I'm eating the hair on. I'm smoking gelato. She know what it be though. All on the bar show. I'm there with these Zimbos. I ride in the Benzos. I ride in gelato. All in the Lambo. I'm with the famo. She know what it be though. I'm on the north side. Bitch in the mile wide. Know what it be though. I know you want to do your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been from lonely. I know you want to do your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want to do your own thing. I know you want to do your own thing. She hit me on FaceTime. Looking so good, and your son so kissing your sin look good. You know she from the hood, and she all that bad wood. She know what's good, and she know. I know you ain't from the lonely. I know you want to do your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you been from the lonely. I know you want to do your own thing. I've been smoking on strong, babe. I know you ain't been home, babe. I know you want to do your own thing. Reppin' the road, foreign guys with my name on their toes. These styles acknowledge me, honestly, put the feet back in the hottest heat, body, she alone, mama. I want to suck and to swallow me, wax ties. Welcome to the Check-in Report. I am your humble host, True and Living. I am in the building. Good to be here, y'all. Good to be here. I see we got FBA Hustle in the building. Salute to Abdur. FBA Hustle's in the building. Today's topic: Donald Trump kicks Zelensky out on his keister. In regards to, he came out there, listen. Anybody who watched the full clip, and the clip is going viral of Zelensky and Trump in the Oval Office. The Democrats, they're going to try to spin this. They're going to try to create narratives. I already see them doing it. They're saying that this was a planned trap for Zelensky to prop up Putin, and I don't believe all of that. I think that, and it's been documented. We're going to talk about the proof of it. It's been well documented that President Zelensky, right, is a taker, ungrateful. He's an ungrateful president. It's been well documented. President Biden talked about how Zelensky wasn't appreciative of the things that he was doing in terms of financial aid and military grade equipment. He was ungrateful. It's well documented. Now, when Donald Trump and the new administration takes the reins, what do you think position they're going to take when they're dealing with the unappreciative Ukrainian who thinks that, American people are just going to keep funding this war? We had enough. He thought. See, this is what Zelensky thought. Zelensky thought he was dealing with Biden. He thought he was going to pull up on American soil and just get handed another a check for $3 billion. That's what he thought. He thought he was going to take his lily white ass to the Oval Office and just get another here you go, Zelensky. We're going to give you another $3 billion. That's what he thought. President Trump kicked him on his keister. Get your bitch ass out my Oval Office. Screw you and your damn minerals. We don't want the minerals. And I don't blame Trump. Zelensky is an ungrateful Negro. He's ungrateful. All of the money allocated, all of the money we done spent on this war, this endless war, people losing their lives, military grade equipment that we can never get back, drones. He talking about sending over more drones and all this other stuff. I'm like, whoa. Wait a minute. He's talking about the security, or we gotta get the security clearance and all of that. Whoa, Zelensky. Are you gonna negotiate for peace, and are you gonna sign on a dotted line for this mineral deal? Because you want the minerals now. Because we don't give a damn about you. We just want the damn minerals. Are you gonna sign on a dotted line for the minerals? Are you gonna negotiate to Putin's terms? He said, nah, I don't know about all that. And by the way, y'all need to send over some more millions of dollars and billions of dollars. And I want to salute Donald Trump for doing the right thing. They called it out. They picked up on the ungratefulness. They picked up on the smugness in his attitude. They picked up on it, and I respect that Donald Trump said, you know what? Get your bitch ass out my Oval Office. And then we have to talk about Zelensky, President Zelensky. Let me talk to you, nigga. Let me get out the mirror for a second. Let me talk to you. Zelensky. Why do you keep showing up to the damn White House dressed like you damn Tom Cruise? Put on a damn suit, Negro. Nigga, this ain't Mission Impossible. Why are you dressed like Tom Cruise every time you pull up to the White House? Show some respect to the damn Oval Office. Show some respect for the damn White House. You showing up there dressed like you're Tom Cruise, Bruce Willis. You ain't no damn action hero. You're a president of a struggling country dealing with a mega power country, and you need the help of the United States. Stop it. You are not a hero. You're not Tom Cruise. You're not Bruce Willis. Dress like you got some respect for the Oval Office. Sinclair says he gave his lunch to the press. He did. I heard he did. He gave his lunch to the press. Listen, man. Listen, I feel like a lot of the Democrats are trying to spin this. They're trying to make it sound like Trump and JD Vance had this plan, and they had this planned attack where they were going to confront him. I disagree. If you watch the clip, if you watch the full clip, see what a lot of the news networks like to do. They like to take certain clips and make that into something and embellish on the clip. Watch the full thing. We're gonna watch the full clip. We're gonna watch the full video in its totalness, right? If you watch it, you could see the smugness. You could see him, with these little fly remarks about the United States and the things that the Trump administration isn't doing.
And, you know, I want to say salute to J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance picked up on it. It was really J.D. Vance first who picked up on it. Trump picked up on it after. He picked up on it after he went, you know, he had a little back and forth with J.D. J.D. picked up on it first and was like, whoa, wait a minute. We doing all of this for you, the American people, sending you billions of dollars, military grade equipment. Did you even say thank you? You're pulling up here every 8 months looking for a check, looking for more guns, looking for more javelins, looking for more equipment. Did you even say thank you? And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be, to my recollection, I've never heard Zelensky say thank you. Have anybody in the chat? We got 7 people in the chat. Have any of y'all ever heard J.D. Vance, have any of y'all ever heard Zelensky say thank you to the American people? To the American people paying for, you know, he'll say thank you to Joe Biden. He'll say thank you to whoever's giving him money, whoever, whether it be Biden or whether it be Obama sending him sheets. He'll say thank you to them. But when was the last time he thanked the American people? It's our damn money being sent over there to fight this endless war. It's our money being spent over there. Those are our guns that should be in American soldiers' hands. When was the last time he said thank you? So yeah, we got to get into Zelensky. We're gonna watch the full thing in total. We have to, because I picked up on it too. I did not like his attitude. I did not like his smugness. I didn't like, he said a couple fly things that, the media is not picking up on some of the fly things he said. He said a couple fly things talking about, if America, they will feel the influence. They will feel if like pretty much Zelensky is trying to get us in a war with Russia. That's what it sounds like to me. He wants America to go to war with Russia just over Ukraine. That's what it sounds like to me, because he's talking about what we're gonna feel and all that, and Trump had to cut him short. You are in no position to be telling the American people what they're gonna feel. You're on your hands and your knees begging us for a check, begging us for military grade equipment. You are in no shape to be telling us what we're gonna feel. I have to salute the administration. They did the right thing. They cut him short. Let me get this clip ready for y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this clip ready for y'all. Let me see. Let me get the full. Oh, wow. I thought. Oh, it must have. It was the full thing. Let me see. Trump, Zelensky. Let me get it ready for y'all. Trump Zelensky meeting. Here we go. Let's get the full. I need the full thing. I don't want this to clip. I want the full. We need the full thing. Here we go. I want the full thing. There we go. I need the full thing. Now, before we get into the clip, I just want to show y'all how much has U.S. given to Ukraine. I just want to know just real quick. How much have we given them? Because we giving these people a lot of money. It is calculated that United States has sent over 119 billion. Oh yeah, 119 billion. 119 billion dollars. Fire! 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 119 billion damn dollars. 119 billion. Oh, this one is saying it's 300 billion. Yeah, we sent over a lot of money over there, man. And he got this type of attitude. He got this type of smugness. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to have President Zelensky of Ukraine.
Let's get to it.
And we've been working very hard, very close. So
now, right off the back, like I said, why every time he comes to the damn White House, he's dressed like he's Tom Cruise? Zelensky, do you own a suit? Do you own a blazer? Can you go to Men's Warehouse before you pull up to the damn White House? He wants to be Tom Cruise so bad. He wants to be, he wants to be Bruce Willis and Die Hard so bad. Why can you not pull up to the White House and dress respectfully? Show the Oval Office that has allocated you billions and billions of dollars. Show the office some respect. Show the American people that you have some respect for the office. You're showing up every time dressing like a damn slob. The American people deserve better. Let me just let me shorten my thing here, because I think I'm cutting it off the faces just a little bit. Let me just shorten my thing. In 1 second, y'all. Let me just shorten me a little bit. He's pulling up every time dressing like a damn slob. I don't like it neither. I don't like it. You're showing up every time to the damn Oval Office dressed like a damn slob. I don't like it.
We've actually known each other for a long time. We've been dealing with each other for a long time, and very well. We had little negotiation.
Sinclair says his approval ratings is under 10%. Well, I don't blame them. I don't blame them, the Ukrainians. I don't blame them. I do not blame them. He doesn't realize that he is in no position to be telling any country anything. He's in no position to tell Russia anything. He's in no position to tell America anything. You are in no position to be telling anybody anything, Zelensky. You should be happy that Trump is willing to do any type of deal for you, is willing to mediate any type of deal for you. You just look ungrateful. Let's continue.
Spat, but that worked out great. I think for both countries, I think for the world, actually, beyond both countries. And we have something that is a very fair deal. And we look forward to getting in and digging and working and getting some of the.
And see, that's what it's really about. They're trying to get those minerals, because America has, I believe, a $500 million deal. Actually, I think it's a $500 billion deal with Apple. I think they signed a $500 billion deal with Apple. And they want to get those minerals. Anybody that doesn't know that a lot of those minerals, they're used to make cell phones. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get those minerals in Ukraine and work out a deal for them. Listen, we'll work with you if you'll work out a deal with us. Let's get those minerals. We'll get those minerals and we'll work out a deal with you in Russia. We have invested interest in. But all this smugness and all you thinking you're gonna pull up and get another $3 billion out of us, that's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
The rare earth. But it means we're going to be inside, and it's a big commitment from the United States, and we appreciate working with you very much, and we will continue to do that. We have had some very good.
And see, if you listen to Trump's verbiage, clearly he wants to work out a deal. Clearly he wants to work something out. Trump didn't come in here. See, that's what the Democrats are trying to do. The Democrats are trying to make it sound like Trump was just, combative, and Trump didn't want to work things out, and Trump just was like, yo, I don't want this to be a successful meeting. Clearly, all signs show that Trump wanted it to work out. But Zelensky, he tried to talk real fly in the White House, and they wasn't feeling it.
Discussions with Russia. I spoke with President Putin, and we're going to try and bring this to a close.
And look, he's mediating. He's mediating with Putin. He's talking with Putin. He's doing the work behind the scenes. What is Zelensky doing? Zelensky just got his hand out. Oh, I want more money. I want more drones. I want more weapons. I want more javelins. He just got his hand out. He ain't trying to do a bipartisanship deal. He's not here for diplomacy. He's here for more money. He's here for more manpower. He's here for more weapons, more guns. He's not here to work out a deal. He wants to fight this thing for the next 10 years. And Trump said, you know what? Listen, bro, we're not here to fight this war for you. Are you going to sign on the dot and give us those damn minerals? And are you going to, work with Putin? That's what we're here for. We're not here for you to fight no decade long war. We're not in it for that. We want those damn minerals, nigga. want them damn minerals. Nah, I mean, and listen, if we can stop this war, if we can stop the damn bloodshed, that's a positive. If we can stop Ukrainian soldiers from dying on the battlefield, that's a positive. That's a good thing. But Zelensky, he wants to fight this endless war, and Trump is like, yo, listen, I'm not here to do that.
It's something that you want and that he wants. We have to negotiate a deal, but we've started the confines of a deal, and I think something can happen.
Somebody said, I saw that old dance video. He has a little sugar in his tank. Zelensky has a dance video. We like the major and the minors over here. Zelensky has a dance video. Let's look that up real quick. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Oh, Zelensky has a dance video where he got a little sugar in his tank. Hold on, Zelensky. Let me see. Zelensky dance video. Let me see. Dance video. Sometimes you got a major and the minors over here. Hold on. Zelensky dancing. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what this is. Let me see. Whoa. That's him? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That is not Zelensky. Stop it. Stop it. Zelensky was out here like a damn rocket. Zelensky was one of the rockets. Hold on. Are you telling me Zelensky was out here dancing like a Batiman, shaking his tail feather, shaking that badussi? Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Stop it. See, listen. If you think we're gonna go to war with Russia over somebody like this, see now it all makes sense why President Biden was given this was given this hot dog smoker all that damn funding. Sinclair, I never knew this. I never knew he had this video out. I never knew this. This is news to me. I never seen this. I never seen this. I never saw this. This is crazy. And he's an elected official. After this video came out, they elected him a president. This is crazy. See, this is why Putin has no respect for him. Putin is a military grade person. He's been in the military. Listen, Putin is a real tough character, bro. If Putin saw this video, I understand why he has no respect for this dude. I understand why he has no respect for this dude. This is crazy. I've never saw this though. This is crazy. Let's get back to business though. That is crazy. I've never saw that. I can't believe the Ukrainian people gave him the office after that video. That's nutty.
The big thing is the number of soldiers, mostly at this point.
Somebody said he's a paid actor, not a leader. That's a fact. He used to be an actor, but I never saw that though. I never saw that clip. I never seen that. That's crazy.
But soldiers being killed, we're losing thousands of soldiers. So on both sides, we're losing a lot of soldiers, and we want to see it stop. And we want to see the money get put to...
And all you got to do is look at his face. Look at his face. His face doesn't tell the story of, I want to work out a deal that has peace. His face says, no. His face doesn't tell me that he wants to work out a deal.
Kinds of use, like rebuilding. And we're going to be working very...
I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, y'all.
Hard. But we've had a lot of very good conversations. I will say until we came along, the Biden administration didn't speak to Russia whatsoever. They didn't speak to anybody.
You hear that?
Allowed this to continue.
Biden wasn't even trying to work out a deal. Biden was just sitting on his ass, eating Girl Scout cookies, and sticking his fingers up his nose. He wasn't doing the work. He wasn't doing no bipartisanship. He wasn't talking to the other side. How can we work this out? That's what you're supposed to do. Joe Biden was too busy, out on the White House front lawn eating nasty ice cream. Biden, he likes nasty ice cream. He probably, because he does like ice cream, he probably was eating like nasty flavors. He probably was eating like butterscotch, vanilla, peppermint, them nasty flavors. He didn't have no flair with his ice cream. He probably was eating some nasty butterscotch ice cream or something like that. Butter pecan, something like that. Listen, he wasn't working out no deal. He wasn't doing the work.
And I will say that, I'll say in front of you, you've heard me say it 1,000 times, if I were president, this war would have never happened. We would have had a deal negotiated for you without having to go through what you've gone through. But your soldiers have been unbelievably brave. We've given them great equipment, but somebody has to use the equipment. They've been unbelievably...
So this is what I'm saying. Trump was showing respect. All of the narrative out there that Trump was combative and they ambushed him. Nothing I'm seeing is saying that Trump was trying to start anything. Trump is giving him praise. If you saw the clip when he pulled up to the White House, Trump, made a little joke, and then welcomed him. I don't see nothing where Trump is trying to ambush him into anything.
Brave. And we give him great credit. This was supposed to be over very quickly, and here we are 3 years later. So I give tremendous credit to your generals and your soldiers.
More respect.
In the sense that...
more respect.
It's been very hard fighting, very tough fighting. They're great fighters. And you have to be very proud of them from that standpoint. But
more respect. We
want to get it over with.
He's showing a lot of respect.
Right, we want to get it over with. So it's an honor to have you here. Thank you very much for coming.
It's an honor to have you here. Where's the disrespect? Where's the they ambushed Zelensky? Where is the ambush? I'm hearing Trump giving him praise. You got a bunch of Democrats right now saying that Trump is a coward. He ambushed him. Where's the disrespect? Where's the combativeness? I don't see it. It was Zelensky. You're gonna see it.
To sign the agreement at the conference in the East Room in a little while, right after lunch. And we'll be having lunch together. We're also discussing some other things. And we appreciate everybody being here. It's somewhat of an exciting moment, but the really exciting moment is when they stop the shooting and we end up with a deal. And I think we're fairly close to getting that, and an honor to have you. And please, I'd like to say something.
No, thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you for invitation. And really, I hope that this first document, will be first step to real security guarantees for Ukraine, our people, our children. I really count on it. And of course, we count that... Listen closely to what he says. America will not stop support. Really, for us, it's very important to support and to continue it. I want to discuss it with details further during our conversation, and of course the infrastructure or security guarantees, because for today he's more invested in the security guarantees. He's not talking about peace. He's not talking about ending the war. The first thing he's talking about is security guarantees. What about peace? What about the ending of this war? What about a ceasefire? I don't hear that so far. I understand what Europe is ready to do. And of course, I want to discuss with you what the United States will be ready to do. He's talking about what the United States will be ready to do. To me, it sounds like he wants the United States to get into a war with Russia. That's what it sounds like to me. Why aren't the Democrats talking about that? Why aren't they talking about it? Sounds like to me, Zelensky wants the United States to jump in a war with Russia for him. That's what it sounds like to me. He's talking about security clearances and what the United States is prepared to do. Bro, you are in war with Russia. The United States is not in war with Russia. You're in war with Russia. You figure it out. We're here to be a mediator for peace. We're here to be a mediator to work this thing out for you. We're not here to fight this battle for you. We're giving you the money. We're giving you the equipment. But we're not here to fight the war for you. We're here to mediate. It sounds like he wants us to jump in the war for him. And I really count on your strong position to stop Putin. And you said that enough with the war. I think that is very important, Ben.
Hold on. Sinclair says the Minsk Accord states NATO isn't getting in Ukraine. What Ukraine signed on for, Biden and his son went in for Burisma and promised NATO a direct violation of Minsk agreement. Now, I don't know anything about that. I'm going to look into that. Hold on. Let me get back to this.
To say these words to Putin at the very beginning of war, because he's a killer and terrorist. But
he calls Putin a killer and a terrorist.
I hope that
Does it sound like he's trying to work out a deal for peace?
together we can stop him.
Together we can stop him. Together we can stop him. Does that sound like he's trying to work out a deal for peace? Trump is here for a deal on peace, a deal on a ceasefire, a deal to get minerals from Ukraine. Zelensky sounds like he wants us to jump into war for him. He sounds like he wants us to get into the war. He wants to send U.S. soldiers to Ukraine to fight the war. That's what it sounds like to me.
But for us, it's very important to, to save our country, our values, our freedom, and democracy, and of course, no compromises with a killer about our territories. But
no compromises with a killer. No compromises with a killer. See, do you see how the Democrats are trying to manipulate this conversation? They keep saying that Trump is a bully. Trump was combative. Trump came into this conversation and he was combative. They manipulated him. They backed him into a corner. They bullied him. Trump came to this meeting. Hold on. Trump came to this meeting with intentions on brokering a deal between the United States and Ukraine to get the minerals and to broker a deal of a ceasefire and ultimately peace between Ukraine and Russia. And they could work out flush out the ideas of what Russia wants and what Ukraine is willing to offer. Ukraine sounds like, Zelensky sounds like he wants us to fight this war for him. He didn't come to this table with intentions on trying to come have peace. He came here for more money. He came here for more weapons. He came here to fight an endless war and for the United States to jump into the war. And Trump said, no, we're not going to fight this war for you. You're going to work out this deal between me and you and Putin, and that's going to be it. We're not fighting this war for you. Let's continue.
And of course, what I wanted, we spoke about it by phone with you about the drones production we have.
BX Mel says begging Benny. Yeah, he's begging. He's always asking. Every time he shows up to the White House, he's asking for another $1 billion here, another $1 billion there. And see, that's the thing. When he was with Biden, let's go to Biden. When he had meetings with Biden, when he was sitting there with Biden would always give him the money. Biden would always give him the money. And we're going to go into how Biden used to scream on him. They're not talking about that. The Democrats aren't talking about that. The Democrats are not talking about how Biden used to scream on Zelensky. He used to scream on Zelensky. But let's go to that meeting between Zelensky and Biden.
Mr. President, it's an honor to welcome.
He would show up. He would show up every time to the White House with Biden, and Biden would give him billions of dollars. Every time he pulled up to the White House, another $1 billion. Another $1 billion. It's like every time he stepped foot in that damn White House when Biden was in there, he would give him another $1 billion. Every time he stepped in that damn White House.
White House and the Oval Office. And earlier this week at the UN General Assembly.
And look how he's dressed. Would it kill you to go to the men's warehouse? Would it kill you, Zelensky, to go to the men's warehouse and get yourself a damn suit? Would it kill you to do that? Hold on, let's go to men's warehouse. We major in the minors over here. Hold on, let's go to men's warehouse. Men's Warehouse. Why couldn't Zelensky take his ass to the Men's Warehouse and go get himself a damn suit? How much is a damn suit right now? We're gonna look into this. We're gonna find out for Zelensky. We're gonna find out for you, bro. Listen, look at this. Look at this. 75% off. 75% off. You couldn't take your Ukrainian ass to the Men's Warehouse and get yourself a damn suit. You couldn't take your ungrateful ass after getting billions of dollars. You couldn't get 75% off and get yourself a damn blazer. Get yourself a damn suit. Look at this nice suit right here. You could have thrown this on, Zelensky. Hold on. Look at this brown blazer. You could have got 75% off. But you're showing up to the meetings looking like a Ukrainian G.I. Joe. He's dressed like a damn G.I. Joe. Why the hell is Zelensky? He has no respect for the White House. He has no respect for the Oval Office. You couldn't drive by to the Men's Warehouse and get yourself a damn suit? Where's the respect for the damn White House? Let's go back into this.
I made it clear that no nation.
I agree. At least a damn tie. He couldn't even go get a damn tie. What's wrong with him? He think he's some type of action hero.
Could be truly secure in the world if, in fact, we don't stand up and defend the freedom of Ukraine from the face of this Russian brutality and aggression.
See, when he pulled up with Joe Biden would always give him the money. Every time he pulled up to the damn White House, he would give Zelensky another $1 billion, another $1 billion here. Because Joe Biden was asleep at the wheel. He didn't care about the money. He didn't care about the American taxpayers. He didn't care. We're going to send another $1 billion. We're going to send you more military-grade weaponry. We're going to send you more. We're never going to say no. We're never going to say stop. No, we're never going to broker peace. We're going to keep going. We don't care how many lives are lost. We don't care that this is an endless war that's never going to win. We're not going to care that this war, there's no possible way that the Ukrainians can win this war. We're just going to keep sending you money. We don't care about the taxpayers. It's nonsense, bro. It's nonsense. And Trump finally put his foot down like he should. He put his foot down.
Drones production, I think the best one in the world for today because of the war. Yes, and of course we need very much the air defense. You have the best air defense in the world, and really you helped us.
Sucking up the air defense and all of our stuff. Shut up.
Of Russians, and I want to speak how we can exchange the licenses. We're open to the licenses of all our drones.
We ain't exchanging nothing. That's our air defense. Those are our drones. We ain't exchanging nothing with you. And look at the look on Trump's face. Trump's face says it all. Like, nigga, I'm not exchanging nothing with you. We done gave you billions of dollars. We done sent your money. We done sent your weaponry. We done sent your stuff already. We're not doing none of that. Like, dog, we trying to broker peace between y'all. We not trying to send you no more money. We got Doge running up in all these different departments, finding out where this money's being allocated. We ain't trying to send you no more money. We ain't trying to send you more weapons. We trying to broker some peace for you. You coming in here talking about, oh, can we share the licenses for the drones? Hell no. You get your own damn drones. Hold on. Sinclair says, this is why Hunter got a pardon retroactively from 2014. Obama gets Burisma money too. Yeah, man, you gotta look into that Burisma, man. There was a lot of deals being, I did see that he had some type of deal in Ukraine. Hunter Biden. Yeah, listen, man, a lot of stuff was getting done in the dark, and there's a reason why Hunter got a pardon from all the way back then, going up until Biden's last day. Clearly, there was some criminal activity going on there, because he got the pardon from all the way back then up until Biden's last day in office. So that was very weird and spooky.
With you, of course, with the United States, and we need licenses for quick production of air defense. Even after the war, we need our nation to be calm, that we are secure. So that's why
he's still asking for money.
This airship.
Still asking for money. Still asking for more stuff.
I want to speak about the contingents. I think that France and UK already spoke to you,
and keep in mind, the president of Japan, the prime minister of Japan came up there. The prime minister of UK came up there. They're all dressed respectfully. They all come up there with suits on. They look, cordial, respectful. He's the only one coming up to this damn White House dressed like a damn slob.
Know that Europe is ready, but without the United States, they will not be ready to be as strong as we need. And the last point, last not least, about exchange, about our people and children. And you know that this crazy Russian that they stolen.
This crazy Russian, see, more verbiage.
1,000 of children, Ukrainian children. They changed their names. They changed their families, relatives.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Is Putin did Putin invade Ukraine? Absolutely. Is Putin and Russia the aggressor in that war? Absolutely. Right? But what Zelensky doesn't understand is you are in no position. You are in no position to tell anybody anything, whether it's Russia, whether it's the United States. You're in no position. Your best bet, Zelensky, because you can't win the war with Russia. You can't win the war, right? Your best bet is to agree to the terms that the United States has flushed out for you, right? And agree to those terms and to work things out. That's your best bet, because you can't win the war without us. So that's what he should be doing. That's what he should be thinking of, but he's very stubborn. He doesn't want to agree to the terms, and he thinks he's going to fight this war for the next decade.
Now they're in Russia. We want to bring them back, and really, it's a big dream, task, and goal for me, and our warriors. By the way, Mr. President, we brought.
Sinclair says Zelensky has billions in Switzerland bank accounts. Now, I have no knowledge of that. But if you ask me, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if he pocketed a lot of that money. I would not be surprised. We've seen that happen before. I would not be surprised.
We exchanged, released more than 4,000 warriors from Russian prison, but there are thousands more in the prison. I wanted to share with you some images. How it's just can I now?
Yeah, please.
I don't think I'm not gonna show those images because those might be a little bit too graphic. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't want, because if he's showing kids and people being harmed and by way of the war, I don't want to show that
is being created today. And how does this
we know about the gruesomeness. I believe over I've heard at this point it's over 500,000 people have died during the result of the war. A lot of people are no longer here because of this Ukrainian war, man. So we know about we hear about it on the news. It's sad what's happening out there. It's sad what's happening out there. But as a leader, you have to do what's in the best interest of the people. You're in no position to negotiate with you're in no position to have leverage in a negotiation without us. United States, we hold all the cards for you. And what Trump said, he's gonna say it later. He said, we've empowered you. We've empowered you to make you feel like you're a tough guy. But if as soon as we step away from the deal, you don't have any cards to play.
this provide long-term security for Ukraine?
Well, we don't know exactly how much because we're going to be putting some money in a fund that we're going to get from the raw earth that we're going to be taking and sharing in terms of revenue. So it's going to be a lot of money will be made from the
Trump trying to work out that mineral deal.
sale and from the use of raw earth. And as you know, our country doesn't have much raw earth. We have a lot of oil and gas, but we don't have a lot of the raw earth. And what we do have is protected by the environmentalists, but that can be unprotected. But still, it's not very much. They have among the best in the world in terms of raw earth. So we're going to be using that, using it for all of the things we do, including AI and including weapons and the military. And it's really going to very much satisfy our needs. So it's something that just worked out really well. We have a lot of oil, we have a lot of gas, we have a lot, but we don't have raw earth. So this has just about every component of the raw earth that we need for computers, for all of the things we do. This puts us in great shape.
And on long-term security for Ukraine, how does this provide it?
I think they're going to have great luck. I think once we make the agreement, that's going to be 95% of it. They're not going to go back to fighting. I've spoken with President Putin. And I feel
so he's done worked out the deal with Putin. He's already had talks with Putin. He's already talked to him. He's already working on the deal for him.
Very strong. I've known him for a long time, and I feel very strongly that they're very serious about it, and we'll make a deal. And when the deal is made, I don't think we talk about security. Everyone's talking about the other day. All they talked about was security. I said, let me make the deal first. I have to make the deal first. I don't.
Sinclair says if Mexico allowed Russia to put bases next to our border, how we would react? That's what Ukraine did. Violated the agreement that NATO not in Ukraine. Russia took it as illegal posturing. There you go. So Russia feels away. Russia feels away. And Russia feels like Ukraine should be a part of the should be a part of their country. So they did what they did.
Right now, we have to have a deal because right now, last week 2,000 soldiers died on both sides, 2,000, and they're losing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a week. So as we sit here and we talk, people are getting shot and dying on the battlefield. And, they're not American soldiers, but they're Russian soldiers and they're Ukrainian soldiers, and we want to be able to stop it. And we want to be able also to spend money on other things. We don't want to, this is a tremendous amount of money, and what the Biden administration did was terrible. They were giving money, but he had no security on the money.
There you go. They kept giving the money away. Bidens, when the Biden was in office, they just kept giving money. They didn't ask where the money was being allocated, where the money was being spent. And I think that's probably why that's what Sinclair was talking about, billions in his Switzerland bank account. I wouldn't be surprised he pocketed some of that. But my whole thing is they were giving money away. They weren't asking where the money was going, where it's being allocated. Just giving the money. And now we've come to a point where it's like, dog, we can't just keep giving y'all money. We can't just keep giving y'all money. What is the end result of us giving you money? Where do we see the? And then another thing, what makes it more insulting for us to cut you a check. Let's say the United States cut them another check for $5 billion. Let's say hypothetically Trump cut him another check for $5 billion, right? Let's say he cut him a check $5 billion, and let's say he gave him some military grade weaponry to fight this war. And then you tell us, listen, after you spent the $5 billion, after you used the weaponry, and then you tell us, well, listen, we need you to send another $5 billion in more military weapon. And we're looking at him like, whoa. We just cut you a check for $5 billion. We sent you weapons. What's the end result of this? Are you working on a peace deal? Are you guys working on a ceasefire? Can you guys work out a deal? Maybe you give them some type of negotiation terms or something like that. They're not willing to do any of that. Initially, Ukraine wants the United States to jump into this war. That's what they want. That's what it sounds like to me.
Europe, as you know, gave much less money, but they had security. It was in the form of a loan. They get their money back, and we didn't. And now, at least we're protected because the American taxpayer has to be protected too. But this is an incredible agreement for Ukraine, because we have a big investment in their country now, and what they have, very few people have. And we're able to really go forward with very, very high-tech things and many other things, including weaponry that we're going to use in many locations, but that we need for our country.
Mr. President,
This allows us to do this.
I'm sorry.
military aid.
Yes, go ahead, please.
If I can just yes, in the document there is one of the very important points. If we speak about business and investment, we never had LNG terminals in Ukraine. This document will open. I mean the next document, but anyway, here we see in the framework we see really goodwill for this. LNG terminals for us is very important, and I think for security of European continent. We have the biggest storage, gas storage. We have the biggest in Europe, yes. Yes, and we can use it. Use it for LNG, use it for LNG, and we will do it. And really, we can help Europe, because Europe really helped. President Trump said that they made less support.
That's probably why Russia's trying to get in there as well. Russia's trying to get in there as well, trying to get some of that, trying to get some of those minerals, trying to get some of that gas reserve, trying to get a lot of that stuff as well. That's probably why. See, it's in Ukraine's best interest to work with United States. It's in their best interest to work with them, and to just whatever deal Trump works out on. It would, whatever it is, it's in Ukraine's best interest to just take that deal. But Zelensky, he really just wants the United States to hop into this war.
But they are our friends, and they are our very supportive partners. They really gave a lot, Mr. President. They did.
They gave a lot, but they gave much less.
No.
Much less.
No. No.
What the hell?
Okay.
Mr. President Trump, you have repeatedly called the deal with Ukraine as a historical one. And as a President of the United States, you make historical decisions in other issues which affect America and other world. So what place in the world history do you want to take? And do you associate yourself with any famous historical figures?
Yeah, I'd say George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. I would say I'm far superior to George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Now I'm only kidding, right? Because when I say that, the fake news is going to go wild. They're going to say he considers himself to be better than Washington. But you never know. You never know. I don't compare myself to anybody. I'm here to do a job. We've had a great 35 days or whatever it might be, a month, a little more than a month. We've accomplished tremendous amounts. Not only this would
How do you guys feel about the job Trump has done so far in the last month or so? Like he said, in the last month, he's been in there since January 20th. It's what's it, the 28th right now? Is it the 30th? Is it the okay? It's March 1st. Okay, it's he's been in there since January 20th. It's March 1st right now. So like he said, a little bit over 30 days. What do you guys think of the job Trump has done so far? What would you give him on a grade level? Would you give him an A plus, A minus, a B plus, a B minus, a C plus, a C minus? If you had to give Trump a grade on his last 35 days, what would be the grade you would give him? Me personally, I would give Trump, I'm going to give Trump a B, not a B plus, not a B plus or a B minus, but just a B. I'm going to give him a B. I generally like a lot of the things he's done. I like what he did here, kicking Zelensky out the White House. I like that. I like all of the stuff with Doge where they're finding out all of the corruption and all the money being allocated to these different places, and $30 million to send condoms to Gaza, and $15 billion for LGBTQ programs in Venezuela. I love the fact that they're finding all of this out, finding out where, because we're in a deficit. We're in the national debt is over $1 trillion. We're in debt. We owe a lot of money. It's interesting finding out where all this money is being allocated, and we've never seen nothing like that. So it's great to see that. So there's a lot of things he's doing that I think is great. Now we are dealing with a little bit of inflation. The inflation numbers are, they're not high, but they are increasing, very low, not high, but very low. But we are dealing with a little bit of inflation. So he did run on ending inflation. He did run on that, and inflation is a little bit, not that high, but a little bit. So if I had to give him a grade, I would say B. I would say a solid B. I'm giving him a B. Give him a B so far. The DEI thing, I don't really have a horse in that race. I mean, the number of black people that benefited from DEI, that's what the Democrats don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about that. What is the percentage of black people that benefited from DEI? Because what the Democrats don't want to tell you is DEI is very vague. I mean, white women can be considered DEI, minorities, other minority groups, whether they be Asian, whether they be Latino, whether they be Indian, no matter where they're from, can be considered DEI. LGBTQ can be considered DEI. So the whole DEI thing, when you really look into the numbers and all of that type of stuff, black people were not really benefiting from DEI. And then you got people like Al Sharpton out there thinking that they make a difference. Hogwash. But if I had to give him a grade, I would give him a solid B, not a B plus, not a B minus, but a B. But what would you guys give him?
It'd be a very great achievement if we could get the war stopped and get them back to normalization. I think that's going to happen. We've had very good talks on both sides, as you know. But I think we've done a very good job, just generally. If you look at all of the things we've done in 30 days, they're saying there's never been a opening for a president. The first month. There's never been a first month like we've had. And this is one of the very important things. This, to me, is one of the most important things because we have tremendous death taking place as we speak. And I don't want to have that. Think of the parents, whether they're in Russia or Ukraine, think of the parents of all these people being killed needlessly.
They came to our territory.
Should have never started. If I were president, this would have never started.
Mr. President, will you continue sending military aid to Ukraine after the U.S.
It's a good question.
Signs this agreement with Ukraine?
Yeah, we're going to be continuing.
President Zelensky, do you feel like the U.S. is on your side? That the President Trump is on your side at this moment?
Right.
What do you think?
He wants to know, do you think that sort of a stupid...
Yeah, see, that's another thing. He should have just... You heard the damn question, Zelensky. Stop clean out your damn ears. What he should have said is unequivocally, I feel that the United States are behind me. They're backing me. They're doing a great job. And I want to thank President Trump and his administration for all the aid, for all the military-grade weaponry, and all the money. That's what he should have said. But his ungrateful ass over here looking around, looking up into the sky, looking up at the damn ceiling. You heard the damn question. Clean out your damn ears, Zelensky.
Stupid question. I guess we wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
I think that the United States on our side from the very beginning of occupation. And I think that President Trump on our side, and of course, I'm sure that the United States President will not stop support. This is crucial for us. It's important for us. Yes. And Putin, the president speaks about the people and the soldiers which are dying, but they came to our territory. They came to our land.
You see, he goes back to, he should have just kept, they asked you a simple question, about the support. He embellished a little bit. He says, yes, I feel like, but then you go back to Putin. You should have just said, yes, I have unwavering support in United States support in what we're doing. That's what you had to say. They just wanted. I think that Trump and the administration, they just wanted you to be thankful, and he didn't come off thankful. That's what I think.
They began this war, and they have to stop. And I think this is the question, was really the most important question. Can President Trump, I hope yes, with some other allies, to stop Putin, withdraw these enemies, our enemy, withdraw these troops from our land? And I think that you asked about the history, I think that if President, or when, he will stop Putin. If President
You
Trump,
see, more verbiage. When he will stop Putin. When he will stop him. When he will stop him. He's not talking about peace. He's not talking about brokering a deal. Trump is here with the initiative to broker a deal, not with the initiative of, we're going to fight Putin. We're going to fight him. We're going to fight him for the next 10 years. That's not what Trump is here for. That's what Zelensky wants. Zelensky wants us to get into a war with Putin. That's what he wants, because he has something to gain from that. We get into a war with Russia, initially it starts World War III. Russia's too busy. Russia's too busy to worry about Ukraine, even though they're right in their backyard. But they're too busy. They got to fight the United States. That's initially what he wants. He wants us to get into a war with Russia, and hopefully, America comes out on top. But he's not understanding the catastrophic magnitude of what that entails. There may not be a Ukraine to fight for if that happens. He's not understanding that if we were to escalate that with Russia, there may not be a Ukraine to fight for. So, I mean, us getting into a war with Russia and us escalating this with Russia, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make business sense. What makes sense is for us to broker a deal between you and Russia. We'll work things out. Putin wants to stop the war, and then we'll work things out. But Zelensky wants us to get into, a kerfuffle with Russia. That's what it sounds like to me.
will bring peace to our country. I think he will be on this wall.
We've had very, very good talks.
BX Mel says, talking like a warmonger. He fails to forget the Democrats are gone. Yes, a fact. I agree. He doesn't realize that he's not dealing with Biden. Trump is not going to cut him another check and just say, yeah, we're going to fight this war. We're going to continue to fight this war. It's a fact. Sinclair says, Ukraine has only had its independence for around 30 years. Most Ukrainians were Russian 30 years ago. That's a fact.
President Zelensky just said that there would be no compromises with Vladimir Putin. I just wanted to ask both of you, firstly, are there compromises that you think that President Zelensky is going to have to make? And President Zelensky, is there anything that you might be thinking that you may be able to offer or bring to the table, for example, elections? Thank you.
I think you're going to have to always make compromises. You can't do any deals with.
Yeah, he thinks that he's going to have this deal where he comes out on top. You're going to have to compromise, bro. You're going to have to compromise with Russia. You're going to have to compromise.
That compromises. So certainly he's going to have to make some compromises, but hopefully they won't be as big as some people think you're going to have to make. That's all. That's all we can do. I'm here as an arbitrator, as a mediator to a certain extent between two parties that have been very hostile, to put it mildly. They've been very hostile. There's been a vicious war. There's been a vicious war. It's a very level battlefield, and those bullets go out, and as I've said many times, we were talking about it with Pete, many times the only thing stopping those bullets is a human body. And in the case we're talking about, generally young human bodies are stopping a lot of bullets. It's dead level. That's why it's great farmland. It's great land. It's great farmland, but there's very little protection against the bullets that are being, and other things that are being shot. So all I can do is see if I can get everybody at the table and get an agreement. And I think we're going to end up with an agreement. Otherwise, I wouldn't probably be even here today.
Mr. President, I've got two questions for you. You think ultimately your legacy will be the peacemaker and not the president that led this country into another war and ended foreign wars? And I've got a question.
I hope it will. I mean, I hope I'm going to be remembered as a peacemaker. This would be a great thing if we could do this. I'm doing this to save lives more than anything else. Second is to save a lot of money, but I consider that to be far less important. So I hope I'm going to thank you, Brian, for that question. It was a nice question. I hope I'll be known and recognized as a peacemaker. This would be a great thing to solve. This is a very dangerous situation. You know, this could lead to a third world war. This was headed in the wrong direction. If this election were lost, if we didn't win this election, and by the way, we won it by a lot. That was a mandate. We won every swing state. We won the popular vote by millions and millions of votes. We won everything. The districts, you look at the areas of red, take a look at a map. This was a big mandate, and this was one of the things I said, we're going to get this thing settled. If we didn't win, I think this could have very well ended up in a third world war, and that would not have been a good situation. What was your second
And
question?
my second question for President Zelensky, why don't you wear a suit? You're at the height.
Why the hell can you not wear a damn suit? Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Zelensky. The Men's Warehouse. They have a last call clearance. 75% off. You mean to tell me you can't swing by the Men's Warehouse and get yourself a 75% off suit? Look at all these damn suits out here. Come on, they got blazers. They got all of this for you, bro. Blazers, full suits. Come on, bro. Casual. They got the pants for you. They got the shirts. They got sports coats. Come on, bro. Go get yourself a coat, bro. Go get yourself a suit. Zelensky, come on, Zelensky. Come on. All the billions of dollars they done gave you. You mean to tell me you can't get yourself a suit from here? Look at these nice suits. Look at these nice suits. You can't go to the Men's Warehouse and get yourself a damn suit. Where's the respect for the Oval Office? Look at all these suits. Now listen, Zelensky, you could afford the whole wardrobe. All the money you've been allocated, you could afford the whole wardrobe. You can go into Men's Warehouse and get the whole wardrobe. You done made over $1 billion from the United States government. You could afford these suits. What's stopping you from coming to the damn White House with a damn suit? None of your aides told you, the ambassador to Ukraine didn't tell you can go get yourself a damn suit. You coming there looking like Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible 3. Mel says that's a Ukrainian tuxedo he's wearing. That's crazy.
Why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if do you own a suit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not respecting the dignity of this office.
I will wear a costume after this war will finish.
He said he calls it a costume. He calls a suit a costume.
Okay.
Yes, maybe one.
Maybe something like this.
yours.
Sir.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Maybe something better. I don't know. We will see. Maybe something cheaper than
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
How about Sinclair? Sinclair said, I don't know if it's true, but this is what Sinclair says. Sinclair says he has over $1 billion in a Swiss bank account. Now, let me ask y'all this, right? Let's say hypothetically that's true. I don't know if that's true, but hypothetically, let's say if that is true. Do you think he's trying to give off an image that he doesn't have a lot of money? Because, that's what billionaires do. That's what a lot of billionaires do. If you ever saw billionaires dress, let's look up some of the billionaires. Now, this could come into manipulation. Is Zelensky trying to manipulate the public? This can go into manipulation. Is Zelensky trying to give off an image that he doesn't have a lot of money? Because if you look at, any billionaire, let's look up, let me see. Bill Gates. Let's look up Bill Gates. I know that's one of Sinclair's favorite people in the world. Let's look up Bill Gates, though. Bill Gates doesn't dress like a billionaire. He dressed like, very formal, Sometimes he'll wear a t-shirt, a nice little cardigan, He does. He's not throwing on a Tom Ford suit, nothing like that. It's very, And you look at a lot of look at a lot of billionaires. Let's look up Jeff Bezos. They don't dress like they don't dress. Well, he's a little formal with it. He's a little more stylish with it. But most billionaires, they don't really give off the image that they have a lot of money. They don't want people to know that they got a lot of money, or at least when they, out and about, right? Could he be? Is that a way of him trying to manipulate the public into thinking that he doesn't have a lot of money, or doesn't have a lot of money in his Swiss bank accounts? Could that be him manipulating the public? I just want to know. It's just something, a hypothesis of mine. Is that something that you think he could be doing?
Thank you, President Trump. You said yesterday that you have.
Are you going to send more arms to Ukraine in case there's no peace?
Yeah, we're going to have arms to Ukraine, yeah, sure. Hopefully I won't have to send very much because hopefully we're going to have it finished. We're looking forward to finishing this quickly. We're not looking forward to sending...
Sinclair says Zelensky has compounds in Egypt and Florida. Really?
A lot of arms. We're looking forward to getting the war finished so we can do other things. But we very much appreciate the agreement because we needed what they had, and we're treating... our country is now treated fairly. Biden didn't do that. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. This should have never happened. This should have never started. But, sure, the answer is yes, but hopefully we won't have to send much because I'm looking forward to getting it done quickly, very quickly.
Does that mean you'll provide security guarantees, Mr. President?
I don't want to talk about security yet because I want to get the deal done. You fall into the same trap like everybody else. A million times you say it over and over. I want to get the deal done. Security is so easy. That's about 2% of the problem. I'm not worried about security. I'm worried about getting the deal done. The security is the easy part. Security is very nice. Everybody stops shooting. And now will Europe put people there? I know France is going to. I know the UK is going to. I know other countries are going to, and they happen to be right next door. We haven't committed, but we could conceivably. We have security in a different form.
Sinclair says he has zero idea of decorum or respect. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Definitely.
Workers there, digging, taking the...
I don't personally. I don't think Zelensky has any respect. I don't think he has any respect. I don't think he has any respect for the office. I don't think he has any respect for all the money that the taxpayers has given him. I don't think he has any idea of decorum. I agree. I think he just wants America to just keep sending money. He has wishes that America just jumps into the war. Because he has that's what he has. That's the only card he has is hoping America jumps into the war with him. He has no respect. I agree because it took for Trump to really poke at him to get him to even to even say his respect for the American people. Because he was thanking all those times Biden gave him money. He loved thanking Biden, but I never heard him say thank you to the American people. Because it wasn't Biden giving you that money; it was the American people fitting that bill for you.
Earth, so that we can create a lot of great product in this country. So in that sense, you have something, but we haven't determined that yet. I will say, in speaking to France and in speaking to, and they were here, as you know, last week and just the other day, they have committed to a lot of security. I don't think you're going to need much security. I think once this deal gets done, it's over. Russia's not going to want to go back, and nobody's going to want to go back. When this deal ends, I really believe this deal is going to be over. Question. Yeah.
See, that's my issue with the Democrats. They trying to make it sound like Trump was bullying him. I don't see Trump bullying him. We're halfway through this, and I have not heard Trump bully him not one time. Trump is adamant. I want to work on a deal. I want to broker the peace. I want to be a mediator. The whole interview, the whole conference, the whole press conference. I want to broker a deal. I want to work it out. I want to work things out. Want to work things out. Where was he bullying him? Where was he bullying him? Zelensky is the one that's pressing the issue. Yeah, you guys, and yeah. Oh, he was saying like little sly little comments, and then JD Vance and Trump picked up on it, like all these little sly comments and stuff like that. Like, what are you talking about? We the ones sending you money.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. President, thank you. You had Mr. Macron and Keir Starmer at the White House this past week, both of whom praised your courage and conviction to lead the pathway.
Salute the hustle man. I see you in the building. Salute the hustle man. What's up, bro?
You don't find that suspicious?
Yeah, man. Yeah, they had to get on. They had to go in on Zelensky, man. Zelensky, he needed the tune up. Zelensky needed the tune up. You got to tune up from the POTUS.
Towards peace.
Yes.
Part of that involved, though, re-engaging Russia in diplomatic relations, something that previous leaders lacked the conviction to do so. What gave you the moral courage and conviction to step forward and lead that?
Well, I love this guy. Who are you with?
One American news, sir.
Well, that's why I like him. One American News does a great job. I like the question. I think it's a very good question. It's a pathway to peace. It's a pathway to getting something solved.
Let me see if we could skip to the smoke. Let's see if we can skip to the smoke, because I think JD Vance was the first one to call it out. Trump picked up on it. I don't want to go past it though. Hold on.
He always said that there is no such country, such nation, such language, and such life like Ukrainian. No, he really doesn't respect all the Ukrainians, and he wants to destroy us. And you are right, Mr. President. That's 2%.
Yeah, man, he needed an oil change. He needed tune up. Trump gave him an oil change and a political tune up. Kick that Ukrainian to the curb, man. Listen, man, you're not trying to broker no deals. Time for you to go. Kick them out the White House. Take your lunch with you. He told Zelensky to take your lunch with you. The hell with you and them damn minerals. He did the right thing. I salute Trump, man. He did the right thing.
Maybe other documents. It's a very good start, very good, but it will not enough to stop this person.
Should Russia pay to rebuild Ukraine?
Mr. President, after
Should Russia pay to rebuild Ukraine?
They have to pay. This is the rule. This is the rule of the war. This is the rule of the war. During all the centuries, all the history, this is the rule of the war. Who began, those pay. This is the rule. Putin began this war. He has to pay all money for innovation. He has to pay. Of course, some.
Listen to his terms. He thinks that Putin invaded your country. He the one who kicked down the door, invaded your country. You think he's going to pay for all the damn renovations and all this stuff? Trump ain't doing that. See, that's the problem with Zelensky. What he's requesting is not even it's not feasible. Zelensky, you don't have any leverage. You don't have any leverage. Who are you? Yeah, think about it. Zelensky and Ukraine, they're hiding behind United States. They're hiding behind our money. They're hiding behind all of our weaponry. You're hiding behind us, and you got all these demands, and we're looking at you like, yo, dog, we're not here as a muscle. We're here to broker a deal. We're not here to be a muscle. We're not here to back down Russia and be like, yo, you better chill out, or we're gonna start getting into this fight. We're not here as that. We're not your big brother. Like, if you hit me, I'm gonna go get my bigger brother. We're not here for that, though. We're here to broker a deal with y'all. We're here to broker a deal. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to hop into this beef with y'all. You got all these damn demands. Oh, Putin, he gonna pay for this. He gonna pay for that. Putin ain't paying for none of that. He gangstered his way in. He ain't paying for no renovations. He ain't paying for that. Like he has too many demands, and it's not realistic. Trump knows it's not realistic.
Russian assets, what we have in Europe, about 300 billion. We can use them. We can use for innovation.
He talking about getting 300 billion from Putin, but we didn't give him 100 billion. How much money do you damn need?
support from the United States also. We can do it, but it's not enough. It's not
President Trump, under these circumstances, do you envision a trilateral summit with Putin and President Zelensky?
Wait, what's that?
I asked this question that you didn't like because I wanted to know if you want to position yourself in the middle between Russia and
Yes.
Ukraine, or on the Ukraine's.
No, I'm in the middle. I want to solve this thing. I'm for both. I want to get it.
See, Trump laid it out. He said, "I'm for both. I'm not here to be a muscle for Ukraine. I'm here to broker a deal." That's what Zelensky don't realize. I'm not here to hold you down. I'm not here like dog. I'm not here to be your muscle. I'm here to be a broker a deal. I'm trying to be a mediator. You know, we'll work things out with you and Russia, but we got to broker this damn deal. We're not here to be your muscle. Zelensky don't get that. He don't get that we're not here to be his muscle. We're not here to be your muscle, dog. We're here to broker a deal. We're gonna work out a deal with you and Russia. We're gonna broker some peace negotiations where things will be flushed out, and we're gonna broker this deal for us in the minerals. But we're not jumping into a warfare. We ain't doing all that.
Solved. And it's wonderful to speak badly about somebody else.
And that's another thing. Trump called it out too. Trump is trying to work out a deal between Russia and Ukraine, right? What sense does it make for Putin? Excuse me. What sense does it make for Putin to agree to that deal when you got Zelensky calling him a terrorist, calling him this, a child killer, all of this? Why would Putin agree to those deals now after all this besmirching? We're coming to the table to talk to Russia to broker a deal, but you got all these terrible words for him. Why would they want to agree to the deal after all these words? He doesn't realize he's souring the deal. Yeah, Zelensky's bad for business, man.
But
they need to get somebody else in here. They need to get somebody else, and he possibly needs to resign and have somebody else come in here and broker the deal.
I want to get it solved. If we can solve it, great. If we can't solve it, they're going to have to fight it out, and who knows what's going to happen. But I want to see it get solved.
May I follow up? One more question about U.S. troops in Europe. After Russian invasion of Ukraine, your predecessor sent additional troops to Eastern Europe, including Poland, my country. Yeah. Are you committed to keeping these troops on the eastern flank of NATO in the future?
I'm very committed to Poland. I think Poland has really stepped up and done a great job for NATO. As you know, they paid more than they had to. They are one of the finest groups of people I've ever known. I'm very committed to Poland.
What about Baltics?
Poland's in a tough neighborhood, you know.
What about the Baltics?
The Baltics, they got a lot of, it's a tough neighborhood too, but we're committed. We're going to be very committed, and we're committed to NATO. But NATO has to step up, and the
will go there.
Let me skip up a little bit, y'all. Let me get to the meat and potatoes of
People
this.
will not stay. You will fight. Your American soldiers. It doesn't matter. Do you have ocean or not? Your soldiers will fight.
You heard what he said? Hold on.
Yes, between us, but
He was talking real fly, talking about our, listen to what he was saying. Listen, let's take a listen.
if we will not stay, Russia will go further to Baltics and to Poland, by the way. But first to the Baltics. It's understandable for them because they've been in the USSR. You know, they've been one of the republics of the USSR, and Putin wants to bring them back to his empire. It's a fact. And when he will go there, if we will not stay,
Listen closely.
you will fight. Your American soldiers. It doesn't matter. Do you have ocean or not? Your soldiers.
He's talking about Russia invading United States. He was overstepping his boundaries. He overstepped his boundaries. He's talked about Russia invading the United States. That's where he overstepped his boundary. He talked about Russia invading the United States.
Will fight.
Mr. President, would you be willing to visit Ukraine, maybe Kyiv or Odessa, which is known to be at the Riviera or Black Sea?
It was my question.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about Odessa now. Let's not talk about Odessa. I want to talk about making a deal, getting peace. We don't have to talk about Odessa, but a lot of cities have been destroyed. A lot of cities that are not recognizable. There's not a building standing.
No, no.
And a lot of
You
things
have
have
to
to
come, Mr.
happen.
President. You have to come and to look. No, no, no. We have very good cities. Yes, a lot of things been destroyed, but mostly cities alive, and people work, and children go to school. Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes closer to front line, children have to go to underground schools or online. But we live. Ukraine is fighting, and Ukraine lives. This is very important. And maybe it's Putin is sharing this information that he destroyed us. No, he lost 700,000 people, 700,000 soldiers. He lost everything. Yes. So,
Mr. President, one more. I mentioned Poland.
Please, go ahead.
When did you last speak with President Putin, and what did he say that?
A couple of days ago.
And what did he tell you that gave you the assurance that he wanted peace?
Well, that's what I do. My whole life is deals. I know pretty good. And I really, I've known him for a long time. I've dealt with him for a long time. He had to suffer through the Russia hoax. You know, Russia was a hoax. It was all Biden. It was nothing to do with him. So he had to suffer through that, and he was able to do that. I think that he wants to make a deal, and he'd like to see it end. That's all I do. That's what I do. My whole life, that's what I do, is make deals. And I'm in the middle of a mess, because this is a real mess. It's a very dangerous one. If this doesn't get solved now, it's not going to get solved for a long time. So I hope we're going to get it solved. In the back, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Prime Minister Starmer claims repeatedly that his government believes in free speech and was not engaged in censorship. But his country's government arrests people for memes and thought crimes, and even more worrisome is pressuring American companies to censor Americans on its behalf. How can he be a reliable, trustworthy partner when he says things that are demonstrably false on such an important topic?
Well, we actually spoke to him about that yesterday, and we thought they took it very, very much too far. JD was very strong on it. So was I. So was Marco, and we've been speaking to him about it. Marco, would you like to say something about that?
Yeah, we have concerns, obviously, with the conduct of those, particularly as it impacts Americans. And there's real concern that American speech, which is online, could fall into the hands of British or any country's jurisdiction. And so this is a point the Vice President made at Munich, and I think it's a very compelling one, that what unites us with Europe, as much as anything else, is these shared values, and one of them being free speech. And so if Americans are threatened by it, we're going to need to take action in that regard.
Mr. President. It's actually a very important question.
We spoke about this in detail with the Prime Minister, the Foreign Secretary, and others at lunch yesterday, and I know that Secretary of Commerce Lutnick followed up in private meetings last night. This is really important. We believe Americans have the right to speak their mind, even if we in this room disagree with them. They have the right to speak their mind in the public square, which is often online these days. And we're going to defend that right as it pertains to American companies and American citizens vigorously if we have to. I do think that under the President's leadership, we're going to find common ground with our friends in the UK on this question, but it remains to be seen. The principle that will guide us is we believe in free speech in this country, and we'll fight for it for American citizens.
Mr. President, on the deal, is there any other oil and gas component to the deal? Is it all critical?
A little bit. We'll see.
On LNG?
But we're not really looking for that so much. We got a lot. We have more than anybody in the world, by far. So no, we're not talking about it too much, but a little bit. I think it affects also, but for the most part, no.
And sir, is there any agreement from Ukraine to purchase U.S. LNG?
Some people may wonder.
I'm gonna skip up a little bit.
You ought to focus on CNN on survival, not asking me these ridiculous questions. Focus on surviving, because CNN's got such low ratings. I don't think they're going to survive. Let's go. Please, go ahead.
Since I already mentioned Poland. Poland was under Russian control for decades after the Second World War. When I was a kid, I looked at the United States not only as a most powerful country, richest country in the world, the country that has great music, great movies, great muscle cars, but also as a force for good. And now I'm talking with my friends in Poland, and they are worried that you align yourself too much with Putin. What's your message for them?
Well, if I didn't align myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred.
He got a lot of hate for Putin, man.
And I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin.
About to get into it.
And then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and
That's a fact.
pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
This is he overstepped his boundaries a few times already, but now this is what he just all he had to do was sit there and smile for the camera. That's all he had to do. But he overstepped his boundaries. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied it, our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed with him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right?
That's a fact. He tried to, all he had to do was sit there and smile. He had a little nasty, little funky ass attitude after we done gave you billions and billions of dollars. And you got this little funky attitude. We're going to kick you on your keister and send you back to Ukraine. How dare you sit up in the White House talking about, this, that, and the third, and diplomacy, and Putin didn't do this, Putin didn't do that. We're right here working with you. We're working with you now to try to broker a deal. Forget about, listen, condolences to the lives and the people who have lost their lives and to those families, condolences to them. But what they were pretty much trying to say is like, we're here now trying to broker this deal now. We're here now. And you're doing this in front of the American press And I don't think they appreciated that. I don't think they appreciated that. I don't think the administration appreciated that. I don't think Trump appreciated it. Clearly, J.D. Vance didn't appreciate that. And I think that's why they clapped at him. But you saw, now look at where we're at. We're 42 minutes in. 42 minutes in. 42 minutes, I saw Trump telling him, like literally, he said it like 100 times. We want to broker a deal. We want to work things out. We want to work things out. We want to mediate. The whole interview. Where was he bullying him at? There was no point where Trump was bullying him. But you see the Democrats, they want this narrative out that Trump and J.D. Vance bullied him. I don't see that. I don't see that.
Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it.
You see, he overstepped his boundaries. He's talking about how you have nice ocean in front of you, and Russia, they come to you next. They invade your country next. He was overstepping his boundaries. Very disrespectful.
In the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
That's a fact. He was overstepping his boundaries. Overstepping his boundary. Here you took your Ukrainian ass to the White House. You're on your hands and knees begging the president to help us, send us more money, send us this, send us that, send us, help us. But you're over here, you're going to get in the White House and tell us that, you guys are going to be next. The Russians are going to invade you next. All this spookism. He overstepped his boundaries. All he had to do, and I don't know if any of y'all saw this. I wish I had it. You should have seen the Ukrainian ambassador's face when he started talking. The Ukrainian ambassador to the United States, they was like, he is messing this up. Like they put their head down and was just like, oh my goodness, this is going so bad. He overstepped his boundaries.
We're going to feel very good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's backed you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president.
Yeah, you was over there sucking and licking Democratic boots. You were licking the boots of the Democrats. You were licking the boots. Licking the boots of the Democrats. You think we ain't see you? You think you was low?
Who's trying to save your country?
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Wait
a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times. Thank you to America.
Say it again. Get on your hands and knees and thank the American government. Thank the American people. I said it 100 times. Say it again. All the American tax-paying dollars, all of the weapons that could have been in the hands of American soldiers, sent over to Ukraine. Thank them again. I don't see. See, that's the problem with the Democrats. They allowed these people to come in here, get checks, come in here, get weapons, and nobody says thank you. Not even so much as a thank you card, a Hallmark card. No, not even as much as that. Trump is calling it out.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand.
I agree.
It's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running low
I know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't please,
you're running
Mr.
low
President.
on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it. So
He has the nerve. He has no cards. Like Trump said, he has no cards. He's sitting up there talking about, I don't want to cease fire. I don't want. Yeah, it's like, dog, like, bro. He doesn't realize that he doesn't have any cards to play. What Trump is saying is 100% right. He doesn't have any cards to play. Trump is giving him a deal. He's like, yo, dog, we're going to work this deal out. We just need you to, fall in line. Sinclair says, at least Poroshenko, the last president, had some diplomatic standards. I agree.
the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a
But I
ceasefire.
said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
is
with me.
finished. It
That was with
wasn't with
a
you.
guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your-
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards, but without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President.
Damn.
It's going to be a tough deal to make, because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam, and he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't...
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. That is a whole fact. And that's what Zelensky doesn't realize. You're empowered to be a tough guy because you're hiding behind the United States. The Ukrainian people are tough. Don't get me wrong. The Ukrainian people, they're out there, they're doing the work, they're fighting hard. But Zelensky, you're hiding behind the United States. You're hiding behind the money. You're hiding behind the weapons we're giving you. You've been empowered to be a tough guy. You've been empowered to be this. You're empowered to this because the United States is backing you. That ain't really how you're giving it up. Man, come on.
You can be a tough guy without the United States, and your people are very brave.
I'm about to call it a night, Sinclair. I'll look into that another day. I'm about to call it a night. I'm about to end this video and call it a night.
But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is going to be great television, I will say that. All right. We'll see what we can do about putting it together. Thank you, sir.
I need the back of this.
We'll see. I don't know.
Guys, come on. Wait. Guys, come on. Let's move, please.
And that's about it. That's pretty much the press conference that they had. Entertaining little exchange there. Zelensky, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. He may need to resign. I think he needs to resign. Let somebody else come in here and broker this deal. Listen, man, it's sad. It's sad. The Ukrainian people are the only ones really losing from this. The Ukrainian soldiers and the people. They're the only ones really losing in this scenario. Zelensky, he's the one, taking private jets back and forth from the United States, getting $1 billion of checks. It's only the Ukrainian people, the Ukrainian soldiers. They're the ones suffering. They're the ones suffering because of this guy. I think it's in his best interest to broker peace. You're in no position. Let's be honest. If the United States leaves this deal, if the United States say, you know what, Ukraine, you figure this out on your own. I'm done. What do they do next? If the United States take away all the guardrails, take away all the financial backing, all the military weaponry, what cards do they have left? They don't have nothing left. So, it's in their best interest to work on a deal with the United States, man. Zelensky, he's playing games, man. He's playing games, He think that the United States are going to jump in a war for him. The United States ain't jumping in a war for him. Sinclair says also the only war fighting age men that were allowed to leave Ukraine and not fight were the tiny hats. Everybody else were drafted. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Sinclair said the tiny hats. Don't you mean the small hats? Well, tiny hats, small hats, same thing. Listen, Trump. I think Trump did the right thing. The American people, we're tired of giving money to these countries, $1 billion here, $1 billion there, and we're not seeing no results. We're not seeing an end to this. Trump is giving a solution. He's like, yo, Putin wants to work on a deal. we have the ability to work on a deal, and Zelensky just says no. That's not going to fly with the American people. It's just not. But all in all, that's what happened. That's what occurred. Listen, tomorrow I'm going to do another show, maybe on some politics, maybe on something different. I want to give a salute to my mom, salute to Sinclair, salute to FBA, salute to everybody that came into the chat room, everybody. Salute to BX Mel, salute to BX Mel, and salute to everybody that's in the chat right now. Yeah, man, I want y'all guys to have a good weekend. I'm probably going to do a show tomorrow. We'll see how that works out. But with that being said, you guys have a good night. You guys have a productive and good weekend. And I'll see you guys, God willing, later today. Later tonight, because it is 12 o'clock. It's like, it's like 1, right? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, y'all guys have a good night, man. Please, say good night. Toodles.
Repping the road, $400 with my name on their toes. These studies are me honestly, put the seat back in the Odyssey.